Hi Leo, I love you, honey. So we're going to do overall energy right now. We're going to clarify external energy. Everything that's external. Let's see, my love. I haven't pulled one of these readings since the last channel. So let's see. For Leo. Holy angels, Holy spirits. To the divine above. Angels and ancestor guides. What can Leo know? So what we're going to start out with is the Two Swords, Page of Cups. So, blocking an initiation of emotions because of a past life. Next month. Three of Wands, a plan and preparation of independence. By next month, if you haven't already, you're going to meet someone from your past life. What's that about? Divine timing. Happening now. Wow. Let's get overall energy. External energy. Leo. What do we need to talk about first? Ace of Wands. 8 Pentacle. Secret admirer. A new perspective, a whole new urge to master and focus on a secret admirer. So you have a secret admirer. What's the secret admirer energy? Could be a fire sign. Focus, focus, focus on a perspective of secret admirer. The truth will prosper. That's the Ace of Swords. Getting stable first. That's long-term commitment. That's a contract forever. Ace of Pentacles would be manifesting a forever contract. Never separating on this earth again. Virgo energy, cover up. They've been covering up for quite some time. They've been a secret admirer of yours and they haven't told you or anyone else. They barely talk to themselves. Well, you got 2 aces in the hole. 3 aces in the hole. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacle. What's left? The Ace of Cups. That's the cover-up. True love. Truly loving someone and understanding why. What's in these 3 aces in the hole here? Star. Oh, seeing it for what it is before they take action. 8 Cups. Okay, so that's why the Ace of Cups didn't show up yet, because no emotion, low vibing fool, low vibing release, low vibing trying later. Let me see. Ace of Pentacle again, and budding romance. They're not going to come clean to you about anything until you come together. I don't want to say romantically, sexually, but they at least want to sit down. Without emotions, you have 8 Pentacles, 8 Cups, and 3 Aces. Stars, Aquarius energy. Hope, faith, balance, renewal. Okay, so they're actually healing their emotions so they don't put their emotions in it with you yet. They want to be clear on something. They want to be clear that it's going to be forever. Wow. Well, what are they secretly admiring through the star before they take action with that emotion? What they're secretly admiring is Gemini energy and Aquarius energy. Honey, that's going to be the Star and the Lovers. The Star Lover. You're not going to need them emotionally. You're not going to need them one part emotionally. You take all four elements together. It's not going to do them any good to have one fixed and the other one broken. What are they bringing to Leo when they take action with the Star, Aquarius energy? What are they bringing into Leo through this action without emotion? In September, yeah, didn't happen. Whatever was supposed to happen in September, September was in reverse. They wanted to do it in September. The Knight of Pentacles and the Strength card. They started looking into you more. They wanted to do something with you in September, but they started looking into you more, analyzing your strength, your courage, your power, your wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, Two of Cups. Cancer energy, wanting to come together. Knight of Cups. Oh, the Devil. That's the negative friends. Trusting in temptation. They see you as temptation. This person sees you as temptation. Or they didn't come together in September because of temptation. There's the deception. Yep, they had an interference, a deceptive, the Death card. They have to put some interferences to rest. The deception is deceit, lying, cheating, stealing. They can't be around it anymore. A shaky start, deserve better. Okay, so they're understanding if they want something, they actually have to go get it. When it comes to you. What's the Death card? That deep emotional immense transformation. What needs to be put to rest is the 9 Wands, reconsidering 10 Wands, which carry for other people. What's the 10 Wands? There's the Star. Healing from being unemotionally fulfilled. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, or masculine water sign. So they can pair with the Queen of Cups. You might be connecting to this person in twin flame energy and your water energy. Check your first house. What is the deception here? Come out again. Interfering. Friends interfering with the boundaries. They have to fix that. A defense of soulmate. To be able to protect the soulmate connection when you do come together. They got to get the people that they trust on the same page they are with you. But it's what they're not understanding. Those people will never be on the same page with you like they are. But they will. Hangman, no support. Shadow work. So what will this person say to these people if they don't protect the boundaries of Leo? Or if they don't go by the rules when it comes to Leo? A defense of reconsideration of who you trust in soulmates. Coming together. 6 of Swords, coming together and leaving it behind. All the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. So they wouldn't leave you behind. They'd take you with them. They would leave these people for you. All tied up. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. 7 Pentacles. Maybe for the last 7 years or so, they've been trying to find themselves with this Knight of Cups energy. What has Leo's person been doing? Stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Stressing on moving forward to find peace and contentment coming together. What's the friends have to do with this? What's the Knight of Cups energy? Well, they know the truth will prosper. They know. The friends know. What do they know? Libra energy. Justice. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. Clearly, spiritually balanced on different levels. And the star, they see it for what it is. They just want your person to tell them. So the friends, see, you have the Hermit and the star here. The Hermit carries the star and the lantern. The friends see it for what it is. They're just waiting for your person to tell them. What is Leo's person going to tell these friends? Might even actually be telling the Queen of Swords the truth. Stressing over leaving it behind and coming together. What's the Libra energy for Leo's person? Could be somebody they drink with. King of Wands. Emotionally content in love. There's that Ace of Cups. With the Six of Cups. Confused on what they're looking for. Okay, so for Leo's person, what does this King of Wands need to do? Leo energy or masculine fire sign? What you need to do is the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. You need to walk away or take your emotions away from a soulmate. That's why the Eight of Cups is there. You got to take your emotions out from the Libra energy to be able to take action on truth. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights just turned into dead ends. Without emotion, here's the devil here. Truth. Your person is clarifying who the temptation really is. Your person is clarifying what the dark side's really about. Who is this person planning on coming together with? You got the Six Cups and the Knight of Swords. The soulmate that didn't chase. The soulmate that didn't speak up, but alone the intuition spoke up for you. Without emotions, through thought, on a different path of interest, of deception. So they understand now what's coming in between them and you, and it's their circle. Why would they be worried about coming towards Leo peacefully and coming together to be able to clarify the peace and the contentment of the wish fulfillment of this masculine? Where's the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights coming from? Five Cups. Feeling unemotionally fulfilled, sad. Chariot, leaving it all behind for good. Queen of Cups. Oh, so this is the Cancer energy. Feeling unlovable, but coming forward anyway. Two of Cups, reaching out. They feel like you're a soulmate that they need to connect to and never disconnect from again. Cancer energy. You got two Cancer energies here. It's someone that misses you. They're so searching. Oh, like a moth to a flame. Magician. You got the devil and the fucking magician here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's a karmic cycle. This is a Muslim that's reflecting on a karmic cycle. Because either a Queen of Cups or because of Cancer energy. They're figuring out that they have to leave behind anything that's just draining them. Where's the Divine Feminine here? Reconcile. Fair fight. She'll come together when it's ready. Virgo energy. Soul searched. Moon is in reverse. The secrets have to come out first. The secret admirer has to be an outspoken admirer for you. You won't do it behind the scenes. You don't like sneaky stuff. What does this person plan on doing next? The dark night of the soul. It's Cancer energy going through the dark night of the soul to be able to come forward and move it all behind, leave it all behind. It's what they actually have to do. They need to cry. 5 Cups is feeling like your emotions has just been tested. Smear campaign. So the 4 of Swords come out. That's the true sword being hidden. It's up to you. So it's up to them if they're going to speak the truth or not. And there's the 4 of Cups. That's the offer. King of Swords. Aquarius energy. With the Page of Wands. Not only do you put this person in a passionate perspective, you put them in a strategic perspective too. Unhealthy attachment. Because of an unhealthy attachment, they hid their feelings. Ace of Pentacles. In the contract in May. That's going to be our March, April, May. The Wheel of Fortune, that change and turning point of hold, deception, and Hermit. They know now that these interferences was a test. And is what it was a test over was how they go within. How are they going to shadow work? Sooner than expected is in reverse. They didn't want to. Parting ways. What does this person have to part ways from? The 4 of Swords is here. That's unknown. The 3 of Swords is hanging on the wall like a trophy, okay? It's also a rest and recuperating card. Talking to the higher self, talking to the divine. It's up to them to strategically think about this offer. That Ace of Cups that's ignored in the 4 of Cups is ignored because of at least a circle of 3. So what are they actually in strategic thought from? The Moon. Secrets. They're thinking about the secrets. And the Sun in reverse. Not coming to light. The Sun and the Moon. The yin to the yang. With the World. Ending of a cycle. The Empress. This is a masculine that would do anything for a feminine. She doesn't know it. Like a moth to a flame. Virgo energy. Because the temptation had to be looked into closer. The temptation had to be magnified. And then it had to be put to death. Anything that's interfering. Any negative interference. Karmic man. Energy sucker and a fool. This is a masculine here. He will no longer let anyone ever take advantage of his emotions again. Soul searching through the devil. That's shadow work. And then you're coming out through that deep emotional image transformation with the Moon. So they're actually secretly transitioning behind the scenes you don't see. Because spiritual enlightenment in reverse and karmic man is here. This masculine is telling themselves they'll never be able to open up to the divine until they open up to their self. Where's the feminine? The feminine's in Virgo energy, Hermit. The feminine's shadow working. 6 swords. She's reflecting. She reflects and moves forward. She reflects and moves forward. That's what this person wants to do. Where's the masculine here? You have the Death card again. Going through that deep emotional image transformation. This masculine's learned how to cry. 8 cups. He's ended it. And he's actually taken his emotions out of this to be able to clarify. Stressing over the ultimatum without support of abundance. Spiritual rich. Being spiritual rich. This Emperor is leveling with the assessments of the Knight of Swords. What is the Knight of Swords? Struggling with arguing the Emperor over money, trying to level, to be able to analyze love justifiably, powerfully. Honey, this masculine used to worry about money all the time, but now he does not worry about money all the time. What he worries about now is being at peace with his counterpart. Where's the feminine here? This deck just turned over different times. Where's the divine feminine here, Leo? 7 swords in reverse. She's manifesting that these 7 swords don't come in. She's manifesting making amends, peacefully communicating a challenge in the contract, a shocking revelation to start all over and just to be free with this path of interest. She wishes, the feminine wishes, the masculine would just come and tell her, let's go talk about it, you know, it's time to talk about it. What would the feminine say about that? Oh, she'd bring a new perspective, all right, of the Emperor, new energy. She said, my Emperor has new energy, new interest. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny, change, a turning point in the sun. Oh my gosh. Feminine's proud of her masculine here. A new perspective, a whole new way of creating the masculine. What would the masculine say about this? Well, here comes the sun, little darling. You have the sun and the 4 of swords. Unknown enlightenment. Blocked from enlightenment. What's the true sword under there? The Hangman. Supporting the Tower in the contract with the Queen of Swords. They're trying to cause a tower and support it at the same time. Trying to crush the foundation and trying to hold it up at the same time. The feminine's saying, if he could just get that new energy going. If you ask your ancestors for help, they'll help you. But they can't help you without you asking. They'll get in trouble. What is it, this masculine? He's worried about manifesting secretly to an ex, assessing the contract. He's worried about an ex secretly looking into what he's doing. Who gives a fuck? Change your number. What is this masculine worried about an ex doing towards the feminine? Arguing. He's worried about the ex arguing with him, leaving the feminine emotionally confused. The Hangman in reverse. A different perspective on support from the Queen of Swords. Look, the Empress. He's going to tell the Queen of Swords he's getting ready to go have sex with the Empress. And rebuild the foundation long term. The initiation. This masculine is telling this Queen of Swords that he has a very interested sexual interest. He said, she is so beautiful. It makes me hot. It's like he's telling this Queen of Swords stuff like this to piss her off. And is what he's telling her, she is the one I should have rebuilt the foundation long term from the start. Ooh. Let's ask, who is the Queen of Swords to the Divine Feminine Leo? The Queen of Swords, this Libra energy, and the Ace of Swords, she's just trying to clarify where he's going, who he's coming together with. But it's none of her business. So when she asked him, hey, where are you going? He said, I'm going to go fuck the Empress. Be careful what you speak out loud, okay? Follow through in secret. It's an expression. He said an expression that means something totally different. Look, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. This masculine wants to secretly commit to his feminine, but he don't want anybody to know about her yet. So secretly, he's like, come on, let's go over here and rebuild. Long-term secrets. That's the secret admirer. Look, this feminine will be the only one successful long-term with this masculine. The 4 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. This is the only thing that's blocking this contract from coming forward forever, is this Queen of Swords. What does the masculine have to do with the Queen of Swords in this reading? What's he actually initiating a small interest of emotion to rebuild? Well, he's telling her the truth, seeing it for what it is. The Hermit in reverse and the 9 Wands in reverse. No longer needing to reconsider, no longer needing to soul search. He's seen it. Boom shakalaka. He's about to bring some truth out that this Queen of Swords had no idea that he knows. He's about to tell her, you think I'm stupid, don't you? Judgment. Breaker, breaker, 1-9. Calling on the divine. Checkmate needs you, bitch. That's exactly what he's saying. Judgment on the abundance without knowing the stress. The masculine's also going to call for judgment to be able to block out the stress. Because he doesn't feel right. He feels like his kindness is being taken for his weakness. King of Wands in reverse. 10 Swords in reverse. To be able to allow all those swords to fall out, he's got to stand up. No longer going to be undermined by family. Broken family. Family without emotion. Marriage without emotion. People that just don't feel any good at all. Instead, they're going to choose a path of interest. And that's where they're going to intuitively ascend. Speaking up. Heartbroken. Alone. Masculine investing in emotions and confusion at a level of confusion. This masculine figured out the King and the Queen of Swords. The only reason he matchmaked her energy when he met her is because he was trying to do it by the book, but he's figured out you can't do it by the book. He was preparing for a challenge of interests on what to reconsider when it comes to the feminine and the stance that you have with the feminine, which is going to bring this brand new perspective. You got to leave the devil behind. All these karmic soulmates, they got to go. How would they do it? That's a false start. A confused on a false start. What's bringing the confusion for this person? How to make amends with karma. Something that's been unjustified. Something that's not spiritual. How do you make amends with something that's not spiritual? Well, you pray. You manifest. You have the divine here. Divine enlightenment. You go ahead and open yourself up to spirit. Be free. The hangman mode. They want you to free yourself. They want this person to cut themselves down without any support, is what they want them to do. Then they're going to come together to a mastered soulmate. They're going to be able to initiate that small spark of emotion without guilt and move away from the Queen of Swords so they can soul search and analyze. Look at that. No more being emotionally confused. The Queen of Swords has brought a lot of confusion to this person. Libra energy. And the confusion is on how to shadow work. They're not going to figure it out. What's the Queen of Swords trying to do to Leo's person? Keep them emotionally confused over the sexual endeavors. Long-time independent, unemotionally fulfilled friend, argumentative. This is somebody that they used to go have sex with and they were mad at the world. But now, they've slowed down. A different perspective of the soulmate level, comfortable in what they know now. To be able to spark the interest with the Leo, this is Cancer energy, looking independently, unemotionally fulfilled in friends and arguments. Something that the friends of this person has told them about you while they was talking about you to the friends. They wasn't talking about you. They were just saying, hey, I saw Leo yesterday and damn. Yeah. Their friends are keeping them off track so they don't think about Leo. Let me get it. 9 Swords. Can't get on track. I love you. Not letting the words come out. Stressing about the words, saying I love you. And look who it's going to. It's going to the feminine. Justice. Justifying the love for the divine feminine. They know once the divine feminine comes in the picture, ain't nobody coming around. There's that 10 swords. Do you hear crack come out twice? 10 swords. Undermined, over and over and over and over again. Because of desire. That's lust. Temperance in reverse. Not wanting to come into peace with lust. What's Leo's person going to do next? Well, there's your strength card, Leo energy. That strength card, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. It looks like they're going to put you on the back. Put you on their back. Cancer energy. Deception in reverse. A Cancer. What are they going to do? Looks like they are going to leave it all behind. Especially all this, anybody that's trying to interfere with their trust issues in the end. Your person knows that if they're trying to ascend, they know the people around them that's trying to hold them back now. Scorpio energy, that's what's going to cause them to go through that deep emotional image transformation. Capricorn energy. Sagittarius. Sex addiction. Leo. Overload. Hangman in reverse. You're not going to support them if they come in with a sex addiction. You're not going to support them if they can't have you as one partner. And there's the Star. It's what they know. Hope, faith, balance, renewal. The Emperor. This is what the Emperor hopes he can heal. The High Priestess. He's talking to his higher self. Stepping out is in reverse. No longer wanting to step away from what their intuition is trying to tell them. This person is talking to their higher self and they're like, well, tell me more. Tell me more. What is their higher self going to tell them? Shuffle. What is their higher self actually telling them about Leo? It's a spiritual interest. Spiritual passion. Getting a new perspective. A new urge without emotion. All right. Leo. They know. I mean, the Eight of Cups is without emotion. That's sex without emotion. You've gave them a new perspective on having sex with people that they don't love. You've put with their manifestations in concrete. Stressing over a different path of interest. Where is the masculine here? 8 Cups. He's taking his emotions out comfortably. Or that's a happy life, happy home. Even the dog eats good. That's twin flame relationship. Was he? Yeah, because he knows. He knows about the Page of Cups. This initiation of emotion, it showed him more truth than what anything else has, because it's a love that he's chasing, or it's an argument. This masculine's going to have an argument with their friends over the soulmate, because that's what the deception is. And that's what he's going to level. Strength card. That's how they're going to equal with Leo feminine. Where's the feminine here? In the Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Star. 8 Swords. She don't trust a word that's been said. Although she's at peace and contentment with what she don't know. Because she knows the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and 10 Cups. Cancer and Aries, or a female fire sign, female water sign. This is a feminine that will halt sex. She will end that cycle with the masculine. For her own independence. Until it is long-term and forever. With the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. 10 swords, feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to and betrayed. With that new perspective, a whole new urge. Look, of the dark side. Heartbroken. With the baggage of independence. Your person is about to take a bag of shit that they've been carrying their whole life over exes, people that's talked to them, say, hey, you're whatever. Anybody that's made them doubt themselves, they're putting all that in one bag and about to take it, either dump it in some water and let it all melt, or they're going to bury it, not ever worried about it again. Because they know they have to be independent to be with your independence forever. If this person had one thing to say to Leo, what would they say? The Knight of Swords. They want to rush in and level. The Star, they know. The Hierophant. Look, spiritual healing. Soulmates. 2 cups. The Hangman. Getting a different perspective on how to come together with a soulmate unknowingly at the crossroads and what they're looking for. They didn't know they were looking for you until they found you. I love you guys. Ciao.